Indianapolis now. It's a 22-point lead, the most they've led by. Here's George. And the layup is good.
Good work in deep from George that time. He's far more than just a perimeter threat.
Green in the post. Pass to Curry. Here's Leonard. Takes it inside. Oh, a special move before that shot.
Tons of power and momentum behind Leonard's drive. He's not easily stopped when he's going like that.
Nice shot by George.
Gets the shot he wants. The defense wasn't quite connected enough. They lost contact.
Left side, Green. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair.
Well, Jalen Green is a product of G-League Ignite and clearly showing other folks there's a new path for potential lottery picks to take.
A big group substitution here for Atlanta. Indianapolis leading by 23. Here's Avdia. Back to George. Pass to Mutombo. Puts up a deep three. And again, Indianapolis with a triple.
Proving right there he's a team player who wants to get his guys involved. I like seeing George make those passes.
Poke loose. Out on his own on the break. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
This guy is putting on a clinic for the people.
Man, I'm shocked. I can't believe he pulled that off in a real game.
Well, when you know it, you got to show it.
To the inside. Mutombo. And he goes in for the dunk.
Credit them for making the right halftime adjustments.
You know, they came out of the locker room, revved up the gas pedal, and haven't slowed down yet.
And they'll get another chance.
2 minutes remaining in the third quarter.
Outside, Green.
Boy, the shot blocking instincts of Mutombo, superb. Timing, exquisite.
Pass to Avdia. It's stolen by Maxey. Here's Green. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Green's got 6 points.
Strong performance from him, but he may need to do even more if they're going to win this game.
Talking about Tyrese Maxey, Greg, here's a guy who's improved every year.
Yeah, B.A. I mean, from averaging 8 as a rookie to 26 points during his breakout 4th year, Maxey has added to his game every offseason and turned himself into an elite scorer.
James with the ball, guarded now by George. Nails it from 3.
No wasted motion or hesitation there. Green ready to shoot as soon as he caught it.
Pass to Banchero. Oh, Banchero throws it down.
He just rises up and throws it down hard with one hand.
That is such a go-to move for him. He holds nothing back on those.
Does it as well as anybody, fellas. Tremendous skill while in the air.
Well, they're on the right path now, but still in a pretty big hole.
That kind of deficit, I think they're going about it the right way. I mean, they've got to get aggressive on defense. They need stops. And then you got to take care of the basketball at the other end so you get a good shot every trip.
And this offensive surge is just what they needed right now.
Yeah, it's still a big hill to climb. I mean, it was essential that they at least made some kind of dent in that lead before we got to the 4th quarter.
Here's Atlanta with the ball. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Pass to Holmgren. The rebound by Duncan. And George launches it from deep. Offensive board. Oh, the swat by Adams. And so it's Indianapolis continuing to pile it on, up 22 as we head to the break. Really mucking it up on defense. Active hands, multiple efforts, forcing turnovers. Back after this. And we reach the 4th quarter in a game that may already be out of hand. Outside Maxey. Pass to Mitchell. Back to Maxey. Takes a three. And it's Indianapolis with a rebound.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
They get it back. Klingon. Oh, and they... There's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
And one look at Donovan Klingon, and you see why scouts were excited about him. 7'2" with a great build. You can only imagine the intimidating presence he could become on the floor.
And you watch Donovan Klingon. He really benefited from that extra year in college, Grant.
Yeah, the development cycle can be a little longer for centers, B.A. He cleaned up a lot offensively and took his strength and conditioning to another level. Yeah, Klingon is a smart player with underrated passing skills, not just a big body out there.
Here's Holmgren. Nice assist and nice finish. Solid play all the way around.
He knew exactly where his man was going to be. Outstanding lead pass.
Here's Robertson. Oh, and he brings it down with a two-handed jam.
Oh, nothing soft about that.
Was not going to be denied. Just took the dunk that was right in front of him.
Well, you know, if nobody's going to put a body on it, then that's going to be the result.
And whenever Adams is aggressive on offense, it helps big time, especially when he's dunking it hard inside.
Inside, Antetokounmpo. And Giannis throws it down.
And one move ahead of the defense, a solid pick.
And then the monster dunk to complete the play. Well done.
Boy, picture-perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league.
And it's Maxey missing.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Thompson fires from way outside. The quick look, no good that time.
Would you say testing the limits of his range there?
You know, guys, I think he's got confidence to shoot it from anywhere, but he could have gotten a better one than that.
Oh, guys, I mean, this crowd is in awe of that Mitchell dunk. Hey, I'm in awe, too. Now, you have to extend that defense. I mean, you really have to stay connected to him at all times.
Yeah, especially with the score being what it is. I mean, you got to tighten it up on deep.
A minute 37 left. Welcome, everyone, to NBA basketball on 2K Sports. Moments away, it'll be Albuquerque going up against Indianapolis. Hi, everyone. Here with analysts Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg. I'm Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce, our reporter. And here's Indianapolis now. And Caro outside. Pass to George. And there's a pick. Lots of room. Nice spin off the left rim and in.
And George typically capitalizes well off any pick and roll situation because he makes quick decisions and his basketball IQ is pretty high.
Nails it from beyond the arc.
Don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
You know, Grant, in interviews, Jason Tatum often seems understated and soft-spoken. That's just him, isn't it?
That's true, B.A. Tatum has a quiet confidence about him. He doesn't feel the need to be loud or act out. He lets his work on the court do all the talking for him.
Now here's Banchero. Pass to Mutombo. The shot from 20 feet out. And that one off the back of the rim and in.
Yeah, there's not much Banchero can't do in the pick and roll set. He's comfortable as the roller or with the ball in his hands.
And it's in there.
Whatever the defense gives, that's what he takes. A sign of a skilled offensive player.
Avdia from outside. Gasol grabs the board. To the paint. Oh, deflected. Back to Thompson. Blocked.
Boy, the shot blocking instincts of Mutombo, superb. Timing, exquisite.
Shot clock at 5. Here's Hardaway. That one rolls around and rims out.
Tell you what, guys, you don't see that often. I mean, when he's this open, usually it's lights out.
Here's Banchero. Here's Mutombo. And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
And at 7'2", all Mutombo needs is a position near the hoop, and he throws it down.
Here's Hardaway. Hey, how's that for an answer? Right back with the dunk. Already 5 lead changes here.
Speaks to how evenly matched these teams have been thus far.
Goes up from the top of the key. Avdia can't get it to go.
Boy, that's got to be terribly frustrating there. I mean, with the defense not hustling and he still misses, boy, he wishes he had that one back.
Hardaway's shot is good.
Boy, you got to D up Hardaway from outside the arc. This guy is really good at squaring himself up and knocking it down from deep.
Here's George. And he converts the layup.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Now here's Thompson. There's 47 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. And then Gasol with the jam.
Awesome job right there from Gasol, understanding where to cut after setting the pick.
Avdia outside. Fires in the triple.
Defensively, there was a lack of aggressiveness, and it really made it easy for him to knock that shot down.
Oh, Thompson from deep three-point land. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Here's Banchero. Pass to Duncan. Back to Banchero. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
I mean, 6'10", about 250. Banchero imposing his will inside.
Tatum looking it over. No good on the buzzer beater. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Indianapolis out in front. They're up by 1. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter. We'll see what happens here in the second. All right, let's quickly break down what we've seen from Indianapolis.
Well, a big differentiator was their ability to generate offense by pounding the glass.
Oh, there's no doubt about it, guys. Without those second chance points, this game would have had a much different feel to it.
Hey, you can't block it. Sending him to the line can be the next best thing.
Yeah, exactly. Prevent the layup, give them a little bump, and then maybe they'll think twice about coming into the lane next time. And if they don't think about it, at least they might be distracted by your presence.
To the left wing. Oh, stolen by Turner. And here comes the break from the arc. And it's Indianapolis with the rebound. And you watch Donovan Clingan. He really benefited from that extra year in college.
Yeah, Yeah, the development cycle could be a little longer for centers, B.A. He cleaned up a lot offensively and took his strength and conditioning to another level.
He got him. No doubt that's a foul. And it's going to be a transition take foul. Albuquerque shooting their third free throw shot of the game.
Boy, Ron Artest is such a well-rounded player with tremendous toughness. He gets it done at both ends.
And here's Turner to the right side. Here's Nader. Misses from short range. Inside. Here's Bowl. Lays it up and banks it in.
Not too many can match up with Bowl in close.
On offense, here's Albuquerque. Now here's Turner. He's scoreless.
Put your head down and go to work. That's what they need to do.
Yeah, these teams trading punches right now. I mean, it's table tennis. Back and forth we go.
Here's Robertson. Pass to Bowl. Antetokounmpo up top. Back to Bowl. Here's Klingon. Nader grabs a miss.
It does not get much easier than that, but somehow he came up empty there.
Here's Turkoglu. Picked by Sabonis. Six on the shot clock. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock.
Boy, I love to see that kind of heads-up play from Sabonis. He's got an eye on the shot clock and knows he's got to get it up quickly.
The three from Thompson. On the wing, Thompson. Three-pointer. Drops in the three. Thompson's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for three.
The defense really fell apart there. You can't afford to leave them all alone at the arc.
Down low. We've got 1:23 left in the first half. Pass to Klingon. Here's Robertson. Shoots over Turner. Quick clanks that one off the back iron and it falls. Robertson's gotten his first points in this one. It's been neck and neck this entire first half.
Yeah, 8 lead changes so far. These clubs are looking evenly matched.
There's 53 seconds left in the first half of this game. Here's Robertson. Shoots over Turner. Nader grabs a miss. On the break. Here's Artest. Buries it from three. Now it's a 4-point Albuquerque lead.
Gotta love Artest's confidence. I mean, if he's making that shot, he's almost impossible to guard.
Bowl. There's a screen by Bowl. The three from Thompson. And it's Albuquerque with a rebound. Fast break, here we go. Oh, a dunk and a foul! A powerhouse move! He's got a chance for one more at the line. They pinned that one on Giannis Antetokounmpo. Albuquerque shooting their fourth attempt at the line tonight. Here's Robertson. It's stolen away. And so it's Albuquerque closing out this quarter with a 7-point lead. Great shot selection right now, keeping the game simple and getting high percentage looks. We'll be right back with you shortly. And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast thus far. We're halfway through the game. Here's Artest, picked by Sabonis. Oh my goodness! Disrespectful! And he jams it home with authority.
Artest driving to the rack with purpose. A nice combination of hustle and muscle.
To the middle. Back to George. Fires from 14. Latumbo. It's good on the putback.
Great job of crashing the offensive glass. He stayed with it. That's hard-nosed, tough basketball.
Here's Sabonis. And Sabonis slams it in.
And you know what? At 6'10", dunking is low stress for Sabonis. Solid and getting himself inside for these throwdowns.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Well, Grant, in the spring of 2024, a remarkable streak ended. Domantas Sabonis had recorded 61 consecutive double-doubles.
Yeah, it was the longest streak since the merger back in 1976. Now, Sabonis has led the NBA in rebounding multiple years. Plus, he has averaged 8 assists in a season, so that is big-time production.
Pass to George. Off the outside. Indianapolis again missing. Albuquerque leading by 9. To the inside. The three is up. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
Great work on the offensive glass that time from Divac, using his size and timing, so important in rebounding, to his advantage.
Here's George. And Gasol with the block. A nice shot by Duncan. Into the third. 2 minutes in now. Hardaway with it. 5 points in the game. Over to the left wing. Here's Divac. And it's Indianapolis with a rebound. The three from Bankero. And no good. Tatum with it. He's picked up by Bankero. They set the pick. Outside Tatum. Launches it from deep. That one no good.
Would you say testing the limits of his range there?
You know, guys, I think he's got confidence to shoot it from anywhere, but he could have gotten a better one than that.
I'll say this, Bankero is a guy that opponents can't forget about for a second. And you see it in all the defensive attention he gets. Teams show him all kinds of different looks, and he draws a bunch of double teams in isolation.
Making it look effortless. Send this guy to the stripe, he's going to cash in more than not.
Pass to Gasol. Outside Tatum. Clock at 6. JT to the hole. Out to Thompson. Knocked loose. Oh, George with a steal. Here's Duncan. There's a screen. Avdia from outside. Knocks down the long J. Avdia's got 6 points.
They're doing the job on both ends, getting stops and attacking offensively.
You know, it's taken a big run, but they were able to get back into this one. Very impressive. No quitting these guys.
Indianapolis trails by 6. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Pass to George. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right iron. He's got 6.
Seems effortless for George, that quick release of pitch.
And here's Gasol. Oh, Thompson from deep three-point land. With 4 on the clock. Here's Divac. Yes, and a nice assist from Thompson. Divac's got 4 points this quarter.
It's not easy to work the ball inside in this league, but they've done it all night.
And we've reached the end of the third. Albuquerque out in front, up 6. And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. Here's Robertson. Left side pull. Rejected by Sabonis.
Outstanding defensive instincts by Sabonis. Really good timing when you rise up to reject shots.
Woo! His energy is unmatched.
And, you know, you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
Back to Thompson. There's a screen by Bull. Thompson's shot is off.
He is just so deadly from out there. You expect that to fall.
Turkoglu's shot is off. Indianapolis trails by 8. Here's Robertson. And he dunks it. What a pass to set him up.
You see the power and athleticism at the rim. Who's man enough to rise up to challenge the Big O?
Now Turner. Out to the right wing. And here's Sabonis outside. Now Indianapolis with it. Pass to Bull. Here's Klingon. Turner covers. And that one good.
And Klingon just owns the middle.
About a minute and a half through the fourth quarter now. Sabonis with it. Turner with it. Over to the wing. 5 on the clock. Here's Artest. And again, it's Albuquerque missing. Now Indianapolis with it. A great fourth quarter. Just giving up 2 points. It's good.
And that's a big man on the move. What a take from Klingon.
And that's an intentional foul.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
Time called here. Indianapolis decides to talk it over. So both teams making some changes here. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Hey guys, well during the last break I heard Mike D'Antoni as he talked with the team. He reminded his team just how close this game is, saying, guys, we aren't out of this yet. We still have plenty of time left. Let's go out and execute our game plan, and I promise you, we will win this game. Let's see how they come out of this timeout, Brian.
Appreciate the report, Allie. 1:41 left to play in the fourth. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Well, you really have to like how George uses his body effectively down low there. I mean, the defense pretty much has no choice but to foul him in that situation.
And it's tied up with that one.
When it's this close, he's exactly who they want at the stripe.
And Tatum's got the ball here for Albuquerque. Driving in. Pass to D-Box. Outside Tatum. Gasol, the screen. To get back on track. Tatum can't hit. And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth now. Now Optia. Pass to Mutombo. And he buries it.
Talk about stepping up in a big way.
Well, that was 1-2. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
Hardaway from outside. 44 seconds left in the final quarter.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Here's Mutombo. Tatum pulls it in.
And this is so critical. They now have to score every trip up the floor.
It's not over yet.
Yes! And tie game! Huge basket right there. Time called here. Indianapolis decides to talk it over. And here's Optia. For the win! Count it! And stolen by Banchero. So Indianapolis wins it. What a performance they had here at home today.
I'll tell you what, these are the ones that are so nice to win and so tough to lose. I love being on the edge of my seat, never knowing what would happen next.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Clark Kellogg, Grant Hill, and Alan.